Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate. Well, hello, everybody. I am Tanya Lee of Harmonia, and we are here for another edition of All Signs. And today it's All Signs What is Ahead for the week of, well, October 13th to the 19th. And this is general, so keep in mind that it's not just focused on one area of your life. It could be relationships, career, life purpose. We just kind of see what the cards have to say for us. We always start off with a collective message first, and that collective message looks at our challenges and our breakthroughs for the week, and they will play an initial story play in each individual sign. I encourage you guys to make sure that you're checking your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, okay? And if you want to look in some kind of dynamic here with another individual, you may need to flip the narrative around. So please keep that in mind. So the week ahead, we are here. We're using a couple of different variations of the cards. It's still spooky season. So we're still using spooky cards here. We're going to continue to use the Everyday Witch Oracle deck, along with the Whispers of Time Tarot. I'm really liking this deck. A friend of mine had recommended it, and it's just been a really great deck. And then one of my all-time favorites, such a catchy deck. I love vintage decks. And this is actually the newer version. I have the original old one on the old cardstock. I prefer the old cardstock so much better than the new one, because it was a thicker card. I don't know. I just really loved it, but it's so beaten up that I'm afraid. And that was a special gift from my brother, so I don't use it nearly as much. So I bought a replacement deck for this, and it's good. It's just not the same card deck here. And this also my brother had got me this year, which is just the Major Arcana cards, because he knows I do the Fool's Journey, and we're going to be starting off with that as well. So those are the decks we are using. We're going to see what the collective energy is first for us, including the numerology with the dice. Are you guys ready? Who's here? Don't forget, I'm not just live here on YouTube. I'm also live on Facebook and Twitch. So don't be shy. Say hello, especially if you're watching the replay too. I love to hear back from you all. Hi, Nancy. Looks like one of my moderators is here. Appreciate you coming in. We're going to get started here with the collective. You guys ready? Let's call in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant masters. Spirit, where are we? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We can't pull all those cards. That just slipped out of my hand. That's because I turned my head. Where are we, Spirit, on the Fool's Journey? Remember, no reversals on initial story play. Let's just see where we're at. The Devil. Capricorn energy. Disease. Ease. Well, this is usually a card of toxicity. It's usually full of like closed mindedness, but it doesn't have to be. It could also be a lustful energy as well. But it's usually where it's closed off to one area here. But I keep hearing the word ease. Ease, and not the kind that makes everything like really simple to the context. This is a word here that's hidden. So think of the other words that contain ease, like release, unease, or dis-ease. Ease and disease are just two ends of the same rhythm, are they not? Like when we think of Hermetic law, it calls for polarity and rhythm. Those are two very prominent laws. The law of polarity showcases how everything is connected in the same line when it comes to ease and unease. But then when we think of the rhythm, it's showcasing the pendulum of us swinging back and forth. And I'm not the first to see it that way. We have to look at some of the greats, the incredible pioneers like Wayne Dyer or Louise Hayes or Manly P. Hall or even Carl Jung or the greatest Shakespeare, all played with words, right? The vibration of words. They're the pioneers. And they're the ones who set some of this down for us. And I feel like there's something here this week where we're being asked here to find the word ease. Yeah. Even if when it's uncomfortable, not the fight, it's something here. It's not to fix it. It's just to let the body do what it already knows. It's to breathe in with it. It's to see it. But we're going to see how this plays out because this could come off in relationships, negative mindset, trying to numb, escape. All right. What else are we going to consider here? Hello, Elizabeth. Welcome. I'll pull this up a little bit so you guys can see. There we go. Earth magic. Well, with earth magic, I love this because it's kind of the element here. If you were to see the magician and all of the tools, when we think of earth, we think of the pentacle. We think the ability here to be grounded, stability, but ease also means going with the flow. So there's something here where as we see all of these tools around us that we can utilize and take, it's really focusing on that earth energy this week. We don't always have control of that either. Let's see what numbers are with us this week, shall we? Let's look at the numbers. These numbers can come in all different forms here, okay? Like just if you see repeated numbers of these numbers, what numbers are with us this week, Spirit? What numbers are with us this week? Ooh, a 1 and a 2. Well, ones is all the spark. It's the beginnings. It's the initiative. When we think of 111, we think of self-belief and manifestation. But with 2, that's the bridge. That's the duality. It's the mirror. It's the balance. So when we think of 222, we think of that divine timing and trying to stay centered. But with it combined together, it's 3. So we're looking at the expression, the creativity, the joy. And I love 333 because it's always when the Ascended Masters are near. So there's something about this week of restoring our joy when it comes to going with the flow, especially when this is in relationships. And that relationship may be even with yourself, whether that's a relationship with your higher self or a relationship of an inner child, which is a past version of you. Hello, Taz. Hi, Amy. Welcome. So we're up for it, guys. This is something here that is meant to be, this cycle here is meant to be looked upon. What's our challenge this week? Spirit, what is our challenge this week? Libra energy, and we're in Libra season. The alignment. And what did I tell you about the law of polarity here? Everything is connected, right? There's always two sides, the heart and the head. So you're kind of stuck in the middle. And when you're in the middle, I like to call that, for me, other light workers use all different terms, but for me, it's the axis point experience. This is anytime that I do any of my teachings or we look at something, it's let's go into the middle and see all the different variations and sides. And sometimes we're not the judge of it. You know, there's other things that are higher up out of our hands. Legality systems, a mediator of some sort, God, the universe. But our challenge here is a consequence. Whether we like it or not, we are facing a consequence this week. What are our breakthroughs? What are our breakthroughs? Observation. I'm telling you, it's coming pretty darn clear here where we have to observe where to find ease, even in the uncomfortable parts, guys, this week. This is about obtaining knowledge, not making huge and rash decisions this week. It's just to look at something, evaluate it. Okay? A thought. It doesn't necessarily mean you act upon it. When we have the earth magic here, when we have all of that in place, then maybe we act upon it. But right now, I feel it's this energy more of chill, right? All right, we're going to move on to each individual sign. We're going to start off here with Libra. Happy birthday to my Libras out there who are celebrating. Who's got Libra in their chart? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. Reversals are now up, and they will be affected by these cards. Libra. Let's see how your current feelings are going into this week. Well, this is kind of stuck energy. Good morning. Libra, the High Priestess reversed. Libra, I feel like for you this week, there's something in particular that, and we're going to see what it is, but there's a secret coming out. And it's something here that you may have, I don't want to say you misjudged your intuition. You may have denied it. You didn't want to think it was real. Okay. Let's see what the external influence of this is. This is usually someone here who dismisses their intuition, right? It's like, nah. Even though we see all the signs, it's like a Libra saying, no, it has to be signier, spirit. Give me a signier sign than that. Never mind the numbers here. Ooh. Well, the external influence here is a fire sign. We have the King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You know, you're dealing with a pretty arrogant person. I feel like this individual utilizes things in a very creative way based upon jealousy, anger. All right. And it's interesting that it's the foot that this individual here is taking off and making a tool with. It's like, I'm going to be handy here and fix my own foot. Right. But there's something about this person who is probably going to regret taking a step here. But there's also something here where you also knew that this person here was going to do this, regardless of whoever this is. What's the integration of this for my Libras? The Eight of Hazards. So somebody here is trying to get in your head. Look at this. It feels toxic. I will tell you this much, okay? Do not open. So it's almost like Spirit saying, don't fall for this, because I feel like somebody is trying to kick you down or rustle your feathers this week. That's what it feels like, Libra. It does feel like a karmic cycle. I don't know if this is a friend, a family member, a colleague, whatever it was, could even be an ex. But what you're walking into a week is someone here who's pretty darn arrogant, who feels that they can bash at this head of yours, okay? And it feels like your attention is somewhere else right now. Let's see how you're going to respond to this. How are my lovely Libras going to respond to this? Ooh. Regret. I think the biggest regret here for my Libras is you're going to kind of wish that you never got yourself involved with this person to begin with. This is kind of like, man, this is bad luck, but it's not really. It's just meant to fall out. It's fall to pieces. This person here has no problem making you a target this week. And the target here is like, well, you dealt with, I think you got off the wheel, to be honest. I mean, this is usually a card here of chance. You took a chance on somebody. Maybe you took somebody's words and versus their actions and regretting even getting involved in that situation. But this is something here where what's falling upon here is consequences with dealing with this person. But I feel this energy of you also taking accountability, you know? Let's see what the real opportunity is. Let's look at the real opportunity of this, because it's not positive in a sense, but again, it's not supposed to be comfortable for you either. This person here is going to try to kick you down a little bit. Look at this. 8 of Wands. Let me talk to you. There's that bone. All right. You're running away. Get away from me. This person, I want to tell you, I'll say this much, Libra, they're a little delulu. You know, they're also playing a little bit unfair, because I feel that even though you're in heels and you're running, this person's on skates here, but they're also taking a very dangerous situation here of going after. And so I feel like this communication here, again, is to try to get you to react, all right, to turn around. And again, it's an 8. You have 2 8s here. 8s are all about the power. 8s are also 8s are also about the karma, the prosperity of flow. And I feel like for you this week, even though you may be pushed to go faster through the flow or run, there's this energy here of like, don't let this person disturb your peace either. All right. Because they want a piece of you. And the part that they want of you is this. Because if they get this, they fill your head with what? Fear. The bigger meaning. Six of Hazards. There. All right. You have bigger fish to fry, but this is about reciprocity. This is about going after something, but not necessarily here running towards it, because another here is scared that to either lose you or scare. And I feel like it's a loss. I feel like this person here thinks that there's some particular goal here that you're working on or going through, and you're driven. But see, the thing is that this person here felt like they have the ability to pull that goal away from you, whether that's a dream, a desire, or, you know, you're missing out on the best relationship. It could be that. Maybe they're dangling a relationship in front of you. All right. Something that you would always have to work for. But what you're asking for is fairness. And so this is a bigger opportunity here to go, hey, that's not fair, or I'm not going to necessarily go completely in there. All right. What advice does Spirit have for you? 2 cards, no reversals when we're on the advice, and then we'll give you an anti-message as well. Here we go. Look at this. Guys, 8s are your number this week. They really are. You got 3 8s now. This is about your prosperity. Do not let this person derail you. You have the fire. You also have that earth energy, which is here, that earth magic. There is something here about an individual who thinks you owe them, whether it is trying to destiny swap with you, whether it is because you're financially, more gravitated to things working out for you, but it also could be to disturb you and distract you from other things. Spirit saying, focus on your wins. Focus on the relationships that are fulfilling for you. All right. Don't allow this individual here to disturb your peace. All right. Let's see what message here we have from Auntie. Auntie says here, Libra, for you this week, you want everyone to feel okay before you let yourself exhale, but be careful with that. Peace isn't a group project. Some of you call harmony and just don't avoid the disappointment. The ease needs to come from picking guys, listen to this. The ease you need comes from picking a side, even if that side is your own. Okay. Even if it's your own. All right. That's what we have for Libra this week. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. And don't forget, we have Harmonia Friends Club as well. If you like timeless tarot readings, there's more of that over there. All right, we're going to move on to Scorpio as well. Thank you, Nancy, for putting the link up here. Yep, it's harmoniafriends.com, or you can use that lovely QR code if you're on a desktop here and want to put your phone to it. That will get you to the members area. And Scorpio actually is up. Scorpio got released, and I'm actually releasing a batch today because I'm a little bit behind from last week. Don't forget, we also have a target goal going on here. It's only on YouTube. Sorry, Facebook and Twitch. But if you jump onto YouTube and you want to hit a target goal, all we need is 5 donations for today to unlock another Fated Dice reading. We always have a collective at the end, but we also have the ability here for a bonus as well. And that individual or those individuals will be sponsors for those readings. Scorpio. Yes. Small monthly fee. Thanks, Nancy. I appreciate it. How's everybody doing Sunday? How many here are from the East Coast dealing with the nor'easter? Sending you guys lots of love. Hopefully it's not so bad. Even though I'm in the UP, I have a lot of family in the East Coast. Oh my gosh, you know what I just did? I didn't mean to take all those cards down. That was silly. I just took it on. Well, we know what they are. We had, I can't believe I just did that. Nobody stopped me. I'm so used to clearing it that I left the collective here. So we had our challenge. The hell was our challenge? I know the page, the challenge was this, Justice. And the Page of Swords. Sorry, guys. I just went ahead and wiped it. I'm still in all signs love mode. Can't believe I did that. Every once in a while that happens, I forget. Here we go. It's beautiful. All right, now we're back to what we are. Those will affect initial story play. Now we're ready. Can't believe I almost wiped the deck. All right. Scorpio, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on for Scorpio this week for October 13th to the 19th. Here we go. How is Scorpio feeling this week? Oh, well, what do we got here? You're feeling pretty good. So you got a responsibility in your hands. I think this is someone here who's not just getting past the baton here. It's like, it's my turn. It's my turn. Now, there's not a lot of meat on there. There's some. But, when we think of the ace, and you did get a 1, we did get, and, the dice here rolled a 1. So there's something here about the possibility of taking an opportunity. All right, let's see what the external influence is. Eight of Swords here reversed. Okay. This is for Scorpio who feels, they have an opportunity this week, but it doesn't feel huge. It almost feels like you're in this energy of that's it. That's all I get. Honestly, that's what you're giving me to get the hell out of here. Now, the 8 of Swords is a card here of self-doubt, uncertainty, but there's something here where in your heart space that I feel you think it's unfair, unruly. All right. Oh, God. Who is this? Are you dealing with a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo? Libra was dealing with this individual too. Arrogance, jealousy. See, this person here feels like they're handing you the world. But there is an opportunity here, but you're angry about it. All right. So this is someone here who could be offering you some kind of assistance or saying, oh, no, this is perfect for you. And you're like, this really? It's not so perfect for me. No. You're like, what the hell am I supposed to do with that? We got Judgment here. I feel like the Scorpio's getting hosed this week. Somebody here is actually dumping more responsibility on you. And they feel like they're offering you an opportunity. And so I feel like this is actually stressing the Scorpio out this week. Ease. Remember, I mean, we're dealing with we're dealing with the devil energy. All right. There's no escaping this. It's just going to be dumped on you. Whether someone's giving you extra work to do at work, or just extra responsibilities, or an individual here promises you something, but then also lays out that there's way more baggage involved. And if this is a relationship, this is an individual here who kind of derails the situation, whether they have some toxic attitude or they're still dealing with an ex. This is pulling in baggage, their past baggage, and having you, or just exposing it to you as though like, well, yeah, I'm not done with that yet, or this is your problem now, it's not just mine, we're in this together. But they didn't really lay it out to you before. What's the real opportunity here for Scorpio this week? Nine of Swords. There are some fears here where I feel like this individual comes off as though that they care, that they're loving, that this is what's for the best. But at the same time, this person here is lying. They're lying. And I think there's a part of you who has some uncertainty of like, how do I get out of this? How do I escape this? But let's see what the bigger meaning is. So I want to feel like you're stuck, but I do feel like you're going to hear some truth where it's the words aren't matching what the realistic outcome is. And it's like, you can't dismiss it, Yeah, you can't. Okay. We have the Queen of Hazards here. Here's the thing. This person doesn't want to take on the responsibility of it all. The Queen of Hazards was the Queen of Pentacles here combined with the King of Wands. Now, this could be your energy too, where there's an opportunity here for you to not put your hands out here and say you'll take it on. In fact, it's probably best to say my hands are not available, or I'm all tied up here. All right. Now, the Queen of Pentacles, when she's reversed, can also come off as very materialistic or selfish, or arrogance, or not really know their own worth as well. This could be a person here who overgives. And there's a bigger opportunity here not to overgive to an individual here who has expectations for you to handle their baggage. Advice for you. Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is an energy here of sincerity, love, but it's not a knight. It's not romanticized. It's like, it's someone here who's open, could even just say, be apologetic. I'm sorry. Doesn't mean you're taking on the responsibility. The page is young, naive. Interesting enough that your breakthrough, oh my God, look at this. Interesting enough, your breakthrough here is observation. I think before you get involved with this, there's also an opportunity here this week to put your attention somewhere else. And this is something here where it's your drive, your power, and does not include the situation or this person. So you're really being guided here to observe the situation, but put your love and emotional attention to things that actually go towards that star energy. Versus this, I mean, you look at this. You got two aces here. All right. But this is very different from what this person is giving a little bit of meat, but it's to prove what? That you're a good person, there's something here where you're really being asked here to reflect it back to you. All right. Your Auntie message here this week, which is the real talk. Auntie says, you read motives like most people read headlines. But not every mystery, here we go, not every mystery needs solving or you to pry into. Sometimes intimacy means letting someone surprise you with their own actions. And look at the ease for you when you stop preparing for betrayal and start allowing for tenderness for things that are for you. Okay. This is bringing the tenderness here back to you. All right. That's what we got for Scorpio. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Good luck, Scorpio. Don't forget, you have a timeless reading that just got access to the vault at Harmonia Friends Club. Would love to see you there, but if not, we're going to move on to Sagittarius. Saggy is up. Oh, it's quiet today in the feed. You all are quiet. Quiet today. I must be the background. All right, Saggies. Reminder for Sagittarius, your reading, your Timeless Tarot reading is going to be unlocked in the vault today. So check out Harmonia Friends Club for your reading today. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What are your current feelings going into the week? Here we go. Well, you're not waiting. I think at one point you were. This is you releasing your expectations on a particular opportunity that is just gone stale. Let's see the external influence of this. I think it's been quite some time. Six of Swords. I don't know if you're waiting for a person to come back or waiting for an opportunity to come back, but this is like, I'm done waiting. I'm done waiting to be saved by something or scenario or for things to get better. Like, it's almost like maybe it's worry. Maybe it's just this energy of waiting to be saved. And this could even be in a macro level here of like things going on. It's like, when's the money going to come in? When's life going to get better here for me? Or when the economy turns or something turning. But this is going, listen, I can sit there and hope that it's going to be turning, but I just feel things are going backwards, and they are. The integration this week for you. The Three of Hazards. There's got to be a better time and effort of how I can place my time with. And so you are, and you're not doing this alone, right? I think that there are this could be collaboration with others, where you put your attention and time to, but it's like making a difference. And 3 is all about teamwork, team effort. And I feel like you have been in the beck of call of wanting something like a team effort here. But here's the thing. It's from a particular person or a particular event that it's just not working. So I think that whatever circle you have close, whether this is family, whether it is friends, it's a circle here where you're not going to be the slave to it. It's like, listen, we could look at this, or we can see how we can better spend our time doing things. You're not on your own. Welcome, Peggy. How you're responding? Look at this, 4 of Wands. Let's clean up this mess. Let's stop waiting around. Let's stop waiting for the money. What do we have now presently? You know, let's not sit here and just pretend we're eating off of scraps here and having a good time. This place is a mess. But it's the 4 of Wands, which is coming together. All right. Your response here is, let's do this together. You know, we can get out of this together. There's massive collaboration here for Saggy this week. And it's like, we don't have to be this way. And if there are individuals here who are negative or you feel chained to, it's freeing yourself from that. What's the real opportunity for you this week, Sagittarius? 4 of Hazards here reversed. I don't have to wait for doomsday. I don't have to save to the point where, and I'm not saying you're going to be spending your money on here. You're accepting your losses. It's just accepting the losses here of negative negative thought, a loop. Everything here looks like disease to you, but remember, disease is ease. The whole word of ease is the collective word. Like if we had a word of the day that spirit wanted to give us, it's ease. Where it's like, all right, how can we find the ease in the things that we do on our everyday practice? And so that's what you're looking at this week. The bigger meaning here for you. 8 of Wands here reverse. This is you cutting off individuals who give you scare tactics. Maybe it's turning off the news. Maybe it's simple as that. Or maybe it's turning, not answering those phone calls of individuals who give you in that toxic frame here of loss or lack. But you're not necessarily running away from it. It's just turning it off. It's setting boundaries this week here for you, Sagittarius, in a big way. What advice does Spirit have for Sagittarius? No reversals. Remember our initial story play. The advice here for you, look at that, the 6 of Pentacles. Fairness, reciprocity. This is also a card here of working together. You're not working alone this week. You're working with individuals here with an equal give and take. You do this, I do that. And together, look at that. We can grow. It's in numbers. It's in community. All right. You got the 4 of Wands twice for you. The 4 of Wands twice. This is evolving. Some of you feel evolving by getting involved in the community this week. All right. Making some community moves. We're bigger in numbers. It's a number thing here for you this week. All right, Sagittarius, that's what we got. Let's see what Auntie's message here is for you. Sagittarius, Auntie says you run on momentum. That's ideas, movements, new horizons. But chasing clarity can blur what's right here. Pause between the adventures. And when you finally hear what all that running was trying to say, remember you got community. All right. Remember you got community. That's what I got here for you, Sagittarius. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. We'd love to see you over at Harmonia Friends Club. Don't forget your reading is dropping today over in the vault. And we're going to move on here to Capricorn. Capricorn is up. Welcome, Brenda. Hello, Peggy. Reminder, guys, if you want to unlock, we still have the faded dice. I know there's not a lot of people on right now, but and if we don't unlock it, it's not meant to be. It's fine too. But we do have a collective bonus a goal going on YouTube. If we unlocked that was going to give us an extra faded dice reading. Otherwise, we only get one bonus today. Capricorn. Who's got Capricorn in their chart? Corbell is... walnuts. I got rid of... I had a walnut tree and a bad storm this summer took it out, and I was so happy. What a messy tree. Listen, it's a nice tree, but it's messy and it's very poisonous to certain animals. So I did not like that tree. It was and it was dying. But my God, it's like when one falls, it just keeps growing. So bless you for taking care of that walnut trees because they're messy. Not as messy as an oak, but they're close to it. All right, Capricorn. Current feelings going into this week, Capricorn. Capricorn, your reading is releasing today over at Harmonia Friends Club Vaults. So if you want to become a member, you'll gain access to not just that reading, but several in the archive. Current feelings, what are you leaving this week? Bye. Bye. Who's crawling after you? No, I gotta go. This Capricorn's like, I gotta go. I gotta get out of town. There's a storm coming. I can't wait around here. I gotta leave. All right. External influence of why you're getting out of town. for this place. Because it's negative. Leo energy. Soul sucking. Some of you are taking a day out or day off. Maybe it's a day off from work. Maybe it's from negative mindsets, people and individuals here who are trying to drag you down. I do feel that intuitively you know that this is not emotionally feeling good to you this week. So you are entering an environment this week that's just uncomfortable. So you're not sitting in it. It's Capricorn's like, I'm not sitting in it. I'll do what I got to do. But if I have to pack up and leave at a specific time, this is not a Capricorn who's going to be putting extra hours in this week. I don't care what you're doing or who you're with. Integration here. Oh my God, this King of Wands, man. Are we all dealing with this King of Wands? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I keep describing them, but this is a person here who's cocky, arrogant. Their ideas are nonsense. They have expectations here of proving, egotistical, wanting to win at all costs, jealous. I think this King of Wands has come out in pretty much all of our readings so far. Like, psh. Let's see how Capricorn is responding this week. Other than run. Page of Wands. Okay, yeah. There's another opportunity here that you need to go somewhere else. Okay, whether that is, it's your baby. It could be your baby. But if it's not your baby or your child, this is a dream. This is a desire. This is a passion. And it's like, I think there's something for this Capricorn here to explore this week. And it's like, I would rather take care of this baby than take care of this big baby, because that's what you're dealing with, a big baby. What's the real opportunity for you this week? I just heard set boundaries. Set boundaries. Yeah, you got the High Priestess here reversed. The real opportunity here is to watch someone have a tantrum. They're going to be, listen, you can't deny the intuition of this. It's just going to be very blunt. Whatever you see, you're not going to unsee it this week. It's just going to be very black and white that this person's true colors are coming out to you this week, Capricorn. True colors. The bigger meaning of these true colors. The star reverse. Wow. Aquarius energy. Poor leader. Doesn't really deserve this badge of honor. Poor sportsmanship. The bigger opportunity here is it's fake. It's for you to see the behind the badge. This person is nothing without that badge. And whatever badge of honor or what they think they deserve does not necessarily mean that it deserves your time and energy away from this. And you're realizing that. Whatever that is, whether it's your children, whether it's a dream, something new. Advice for you. No reversals on advice, Capricorn, for you this week. Walk away. Listen, you might not have the last word. Not with the Five of Swords. This person is arrogant. Yeah. They will bite. But they're burdened as well. And this person's burden or baggage, which I've seen in a lot of other readings, we're getting a very strong message here of individuals having high expectations of you to take on their baggage. Spirit is saying, you know how much you can carry. You know how much weight that is. The 10 here is enough. Auntie's message here for you, collective here for Capricorn. You hold yourself to impossible standards and then call it discipline. But control doesn't equal stability. It starts when you let effort rest. when you trust that what you've built can stand without you holding it up every second. So there's something here where it's like you got to pack and just leave. All right. You can't be emotionally invested in this. All right. Good luck, Capricorn. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and check out Harmonia Friends Club. And if you're watching the replay, would love if you swipe and hype because it does help the leaderboard. We're going to move on to Aquarius next. Aquarius is up. Aquarius is up. Yes, Brenda. You know what? Oak trees are just as messy. And there's no break with oak trees. It's not just the acorns. It's those clusters. They're messy. It's the leaves. Like there's no break. I love trees. Don't get me wrong, but oaks are very messy. And I can't believe you have 50 walnut trees, Corbell. Holy moly. I guess you don't have horses and stuff like that. They're poisonous to some animals. Most animals know to stay away from it, but Aquarius is up. We still got a goal going on, guys. We're 5 donations away. Doesn't matter what the increment is. We're just 5 donations away. You got to hit the target, though, to unlock the Zodiac beta dice reading. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on for you. Aquarius, your reading will also be released either today or tomorrow. Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You could have this in your chart, but this is how you're feeling. Well, it's a zombie eating brains, and that's how they feed off of it. They love their brains. They love them. Okay, you look a little reckless here. All right, so this is about compassion, love, intuition. You're in your feels this week. Let's see the external influences. There's also some knowledge that you're going to be fed this week. Ooh. The 5 of Wands. You know, this is a lot of commotion around you. And I feel like the commotion is somewhere else because you got your reserves. You know, you're not dumb to this, but it's kind of staying out of the way. There's a lot of conflict going around with you, competitive energy, people fighting. Why can't we all just be friends? All right. The integration of this. God, guess who's coming up again? But guess what? He's not reversed. I cannot believe this King of Wands is coming out in all the readings. Like, holy crap. This is not reversed, though. You're not alone. This is a connection. A very strong connection. I don't know what kind of handyman this is. But this is someone here who's very, very creative, an extrovert, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Now, this could be you as well. This could be you maintaining your own life, staying in your own lane. But when I see the 5 of Wands here mixed with this wand, is the 6 of Wands. So you're successfully managing something either on your own or away from this chaos, or you have another individual here who is successfully very protective over you. And you don't have, like, I feel a protective energy, a masculine energy, very protective of having a solution to keep this at bay. How you're responding. Two of Hazards here. Reverse. You're not chained to this anymore. Used, abused. I think there's something here that you always felt like you had to manage or take care of. And so for this week, Aquarius here goes, I'm not juggling all of that. You know, it doesn't have to be that way. Why am I working for scraps or doing that in that way? Scraps. What are we doing? Fighting for scraps. Fighting for the bare minimum. You know, and if this is you saying that you have to do everything on your own, you know, whether it is you coming up with creative ideas, how to solutions to do something, it could even be asking for help or coming up with something here to manage your time better. I think it's war. I think that's who it was, Brenda. What's the real opportunity here for Aquarius this week? Look at this, the 9 of Wands. Okay, so the 9 of Wands here, you don't have to feed into all this baloney. You don't. This is someone here who's, I see this. There's a reason why I have my guard up to that, or the reason why I turn things off, turn the news off, you're turning things off. Your breakthrough here is looking at it, but not necessarily getting involved in it. Okay. This is someone here who has their walls on extremely high when it comes to this scenario. Everybody wants a piece of Aquarius, and it's like, no, not everybody gets a piece of me this week. Bigger meaning for Aquarius. Queen of what? Get out of town. Get out of town. Look at this. The integration of the masculine and feminine energy here, of balance, of alignment. Some of you a union, some of you a relationship here who's very protective and sees you as you are. But others of you, if it's not another relationship, it's you being very balanced. It's like, I can handle this. I can take care of this. There's other solutions here. I don't have to necessarily be part of the mob. I can look at this opportunity here to feed myself, take care of myself in a much more manageable way. It doesn't have to be as dirty. Advice for you. And if this is a relationship, you may have individuals here who are against the relationship, but it's not their business. Oh, some foundations are meant to fall apart. They simply are. The Tower. Okay, this is something here where it was faulty. This is something here that you felt chained to. Yeah, is it a loss? It is a loss. But it's their loss. Because this week, Aquarius, oh my God, the Empress, you're pulling the Empress energy. This is the loss that is worth it. Right? It's worth it. It's all 4 queens in one. She knows her worth, her value, is loving, sincere, but a very powerful leader. So this is something here where you either meet alliances with another who sees your worth in that way, or this is just the alliance of you who's really seeing the sovereignty of it all. Aquarius, Auntie's real talk with you is you analyze emotions like data and then wonder why connection feels abstract. Let one moment this week be messy without explaining it. And realize when you find the flow, it happens when you let feeling outrun logic and just long enough to remind you that you're human. That's the logic part that you're eating up, right? You're feeling into the emotions. You're leaning back into it. You're going, I don't need to be part of this chaos. Let the chaos just happen. All right, that's what I got for you, Aquarius. If this resonated, go ahead and like, comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you're watching the replay, you can swipe and hype on YouTube. And we're going to move on to Pisces next. Pisces is up. We have Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and we still have the bonus collective going on here. And we haven't unlocked the other bonus, but we still have time. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on for Pisces this week. Pisces, how you feeling going into this week? Here we go. Six of Hazards. Fair, balanced, one day at a time. Okay. There's not like a huge amount of emotions here. It just feels like a very practical week for you. All right. Staying in your lane, going after things that just one step at a time. I just keep hearing. Okay, let's see what the external influence of this is for Pisces. Wow, the Tower here reverse. You've had, this is not necessary because it's external, and it's definitely external when the Tower is reversed for me. It's not necessarily happening for you, but it affects the environment. So this could be worldwide stuff that affects everybody, or it could be a family dynamic that affects you, right? Like everybody's running all over the place, but you still got to work. you still have to find that ease. It just keeps going back to the word ease. Finding the ease in the chaos. You can let it control you, the fear, the toxicity of it, and consume you, or you can stay focused on the prize. The integration of this week. The Queen of Hazards here reversed. Mummy dearest. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean it has to be your mother, okay? But there's definitely a mother wound in this individual, okay? This person here is clingy. This person here is materialistic, very surfaced, gives to the point where they don't take care of themselves. And then they're like, oh my God, I don't have any hands. I can't do any of this. I can't do anything. This person here has a lot of insecurities, lack mindset. Victim mentality. And this is not necessarily you. What's integrated here is you're watching someone here lose their crap. Spiraling. How you're responding to this week. You look at it very differently. You look at it very differently than this individual. See, their world is spiraling, but you see the world from a different perspective. And I'm not saying you're rose-colored glasses here. You just see it as an opportunity. You're looking at this opportunity here in the Page of Wands energy. And don't forget, your breakthrough here is observation. That's interesting how they see it that way. I see this ending as something that didn't serve them or us. What can we do with this new blank canvas? What opportunity do we have? Can we be curious about it? Can we look at it differently? And I feel like this Pisces here is evaluating that this week. What's the real opportunity here? The Hierophants. This is some news, public news. A public post of some sort. Taurus energy. Bulletin. Look at this. It says rescue station. This is going to be a news alert here to like rescue. And maybe an old version of you would be the individual who would rescue the scenario here. And it may be somebody here who's looking at you of like just you saving yourself. But the real opportunity here is how you receive that message. It really is. Let's see the bigger meaning. A lesson. Four of Wands here reversed. Wow. it affects you, but it doesn't affect you. It's not a direct hit, but this could be someone here going through a job loss, a broken home, someone in your vicinity here who's going through a massive loss that you're going to hear from. And this is a situation where you always resolved or fixed the problem. There's an opportunity this week to look at this differently. Oh, look at that. You're dodging a bullet. Your head is turned somewhere else. And I really want to say it's turned on this opportunity. You're focusing on you. You're like, yeah, I could do that. I could look at this. Someone here is calling for help, needing something, SOS, save me, save me, save me. Or realize some things. And I'm not saying that you ignore a scenario or situation, but look, 3 of Wands here, 4 of Wands. This is about building a firmer foundation here of union so that you can invite individuals in. See, this is a Pisces here who's working on their security. Whether this is a foundation, a home, a business, they can't really offer a lot because they're in the page level. So there's not much they can give other than to look at it and say, yes, but if I get through this, if I build this, then I'll be able to help. Then maybe I'll be able to assist, but I can't. I got to focus on this right now. So there's a big opportunity here where someone here may try to cling on you. And they're showing me water. So if you think about Pisces, you being a water sign here, when you try to rescue a person who doesn't know how to swim, it's like if they're flailing, that you end up drowning yourself. So Pisces, you absorb, Auntie says, you absorb everything around you until you forget which feelings are yours. This week, pull your energy back, even if it disappoints someone. Oh my gosh. Ease lives in separation for you, not isolation. It's your right to filter the noise this week. It's your right to filter the noise this week. And that's what we got for Pisces. We're going to move on to Aries. Pisces, if this resonated for you, go ahead, hit like, comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you're watching the replay, swipe to hype. I do appreciate it. We're going to move on to Aries. Aries is up. No, we're not on Gemini yet, Star. Welcome. Hey, Papa. No, not yet. We're in Aries. I do recommend Star to go back and listen to the collective now, because it is literally going in every one of these readings. It's probably like 3 minutes in because you got the intro. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. Who's got Aries in their chart? Aries, current feelings. Spirit, what is Aries' current feelings going into the week? The Moon. Oh, you got 2 cards. The World reverse combined with the Moon. We're going to keep them together because it's a message that is meant to be together. All right, so this Aries is going through some insecurities. Misjudged situation. You may be, I mean, we just went through the Aries Moon too. This is about boldness, confidence, but I feel that Pisces energy here, there's something that you're going to be dreaming about. And at one point, this felt secure to you. This felt amazing to you, whether this is a relationship, a job, whatever the opportunity is. Your feelings, you have mixed emotions about an individual or situation. This is a karmic tie. External influences here for Aries. 5 of Hazards here reversed. They're lost without you. They're lost without you, Aries. There's somebody here who wants to reconcile with you this week. And there's this energy here of, God, did they crash and burn or what? I'm not saying they're getting in a car accident, but I feel like whatever it is, this person is running to you. We're getting a lot of that energy in these signs. The integration. Guilt. You could, the Adele song, you could have had it all. This is very relationship based. It really is. I'm not saying this is all based on romantic love, but this is a relationship that you would have done the world for this person. You would have given him the world. Death do us part. We have each other. At least we have each other. But here's the thing. You dream of this individual, but here's the thing. This person is going through a loss. A huge loss. They may lose, I don't know if there's a special relationship to them. They may be going through a breakup. They may have lost, like literally someone passed away. But it's not your loss. The integration here is feeling guilty a little bit. See how you're responding. Queen of Wands. See, it's in your energy here to save, to help, to assist. But this is something here that in the past, I feel you overgave, or you're like, I can do this. I can fix it. Hypervigilance, I feel. But this is your energy, Aries. And we got Leo and Sagittarius here too. But there's something here about how things are broken up. And I feel like there's an opportunity here to treat this differently for you. So your response here is you care. You are an individual here who is usually in this mode of, I'm here for you. But it's different this round because I feel like time has passed with this person. There has. There's something that this individual here is feeding off, and it's your energy. And there's a pause here, and your breakthrough here is to pause and to look at it. And the challenge here is justice, because I think your natural energy here is to save, or to turn around and help, or to listen. What's the bigger meaning of this? You're not that part anymore. You are not that part anymore. This is a person here who turned you down. This is also, I think it's like releasing the veil of how this person is. I think this person feeds off the toxicity here for you, Aries. This is very much a karmic connection. Gosh, and when you have the 3 of Cups here minus the 8 of Cups, it's the 5 of Cups again. There's sadness here, but it's like, how did I not see this before? That this individual, it's like as soon as something bad happens in their life, they're just here, and that's what they're used to. They don't know how to take care of themselves. I don't think that they even are capable of doing it. Gosh, there's your card. This is the one who is all 4 kings in one, Aries. This is your card. This is living with authority, integrity, making tough decisions, and worried you're making the right decision. This is not going to be an easy situation for you. But I'm going to tell you this. Do what you feel is right without any expectations in mind. Okay. It's almost like they're using the scenario here where if you lend money out, don't expect it to come back. Right? It's like you got to take the accountability here. If you choose to help this person or to see this value or turn around, because I do see you turning around and pausing, but you're not in the position to save. What you see is just deteriorating. This person is going through a massive ego death here for you. All right. So if you choose to help this week here, the worry here is like, did I make the right decision? Just be okay with your decision. Aries, Andy's message for you is you typically act first and you feel later. But lately, that reflex is costing you clarity. It's now about direction. Slow your fire just enough to notice where it's burning for you, not just through you. And you're meant here to observe and to calculate and to understand the consequences, whether you choose to walk away or if you choose to help. Some of you won't do that. Some of you are like, I can't live with myself that way. It's just who I am, and that's fine. But Spirit's saying you can't throw it back in a person's face. You have to take accountability of your actions this week. All right. That's what I got for you, Aries. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. And if you're watching the replay, please on YouTube, swipe and hype because that does help the channel. And if you want more messages like this, check out Harmonia Friends Club, my membership area of the Timeless Vault. We're going to move on to Taurus. Taurus is now up. We have Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. We still have a bonus collective, and we have a unlocked bonus that hasn't been unlocked yet. We are 5 donations away. If we unlock that, we will have another one, but we haven't done so yet. It's okay. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Sis. Welcome back. My moderators are trickling in. Isis, I recommended to Star to go listen to the collective. The collective was a very strong message today, and it is affecting literally every one of these readings. And the word, and not to scream like Pee Wee Herman, the word of the day is ease. Just simply is. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Where are my bulls at? Who's got Taurus in their chart? Taurus, you're up. Spirit, how is Taurus feeling going into this week? Here we go. Moving on. Feeling like you got a handle of things. You know what? The Six of Swords is usually uneasiness, and the uneasiness is we're not out of the water yet. We're not out of this yet. But I really feel like you got a handle on this. I also feel like you got somebody here who's like doting over Taurus, like, oh, look at Taurus go. Taurus knows how to use that machine gun. Okay. Someone here is smitten. Smitten. External influences here of you moving on, moving forward. You're moving on and forward of loss. Listen, you're accepting your losses, but it's also going, listen, I'm not going to be pulling out scraps. I know exactly what I need here to get the heck out of this situation. So you're moving on from losses. Yeah. I love this. You got the Magician here. And if you look at the collective here, it's combined here with Earth Magic. So this is about a new opportunity here. The Earth Magic is the Pentacle. So right now, This is a week, Taurus, where I feel you're going to show how miracles really work. And miracles work is not just by believing and sitting there. It's you going through the emotions and annihilating it all. You're liberating yourself this week. Okay. You're facing something head on. Okay. That could be looking at your bank book and going, all right, those are negative numbers, but it doesn't mean that I have nothing. I got a boat. I have ability here to look at it. Let me look at all of my losses. If this is a relationship, it's like, all right, let's face it on. Rejection is my protection. What's here for me? And I do believe there's somebody here who is just dang happy to know Taurus. This person's proud of you. You know, that could even be your bestie who, let's say, and they're making me say a story like this. Let's say Taurus, you know, you got a toxic ex who this bestie knew that was horrific for you. But you're finally like, screw that. I'm out of this. I'm dumping that person, or I'm getting rid of that. This person here is like, finally, they're seeing their worth. They're doing it. You know? That's why this person's happy. It's not that like you're finally on their sense here, but they just see your worth. Let's see how you're responding to this. Nine of Swords, facing fears. You're not. Yeah. Is it scary? Oh yeah. Taurus is like, yeah, it's scary. All right. Look at all these swords, but you're moving through it. You're removing it as well. So it's the negative self-talk. It's the negative feedback you receive. You're like, so what? Criticize me. Watch me. You're taking some kind of criticism this week. It's almost like you're entering a stage and you're on front of stage, but it might be you have some stage fright here. I might have a Taurus here who's typically an introvert here, but now is taking some massive actions. Watch me. Watch me fly. Watch me get out of here. You're not alone. Your bestie's right there. There's just something here about a bestie. All right. This is a person here is like, yeah, see, isn't this great? We're getting the hell out of there. Look at this. This was a dump. We survived that. You survived it. This is a present energy here to go, oh my God, we're getting out. We're exiting this. We're exiting this old belief system. We're exiting this old cycle. I love this deck too. The bigger meaning, Nine of Wands, putting your boundaries up, not letting something take what is yours. Okay. You're fresh blood. You know that. You know that there's haters out there. There always will be. Limelight. All right. You're still going after your dreams. This is for a Taurus here who's finally seeing above it all and looking at an opportunity here to escape this crap. Advice for you. Oh, sometimes heartbreak and losses are needed to expand the heart space. The Three of Swords is a temporary energy. It doesn't last forever. Yeah, this hurt. Yeah. It was heartbreaking, but you got the devil twice. The contract is over. The contract is over. You have ended a contract with the devil. Okay. It's over. It's over. You got Capricorn twice. All right, Taurus. Andy says, you crave steadiness, but sometimes comfort turns into a cage. And this week, you're looking, what you're looking for is not only to go for the flow, but it's realizing that you're keeping it in the same and stagnant energy. But now it's time of letting go, breathing. Change doesn't always mean that you lose everything. Change means you're seeing above it. Change means you're seeing above it. There are brighter days ahead. I feel like it's going to get a lot lighter for you this week, Taurus. All right, if that resonated, go ahead and like, comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, or if you want more readings like this, check out Harmonia Friends Club, my timeless vault. There's lots of readings over there. And we're going to move on over to Gemini. Gemini is up. Yes, Papa, still got a boat. Gemini is up, and we still have to unlock our bonus. If we don't get five keys, then we're only going to get one bonus today, and that's okay. But I'm just going to keep reminding you guys there is a bonus there. We still have time. I don't remember how much time we have, but probably at least maybe less than an hour. Gemini is up. Here we go. Gemini, let's see how your week is going. How are you currently feeling? Spirit, what's going on for Gemini? Here we go. Gems. Oh, someone else got this. Queen of Cups energy. I want to say it was Aquarius. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you may have that in your chart, but she's loving. She's intuitive. She's also minding her business in this card. She's just enjoying the brains. You know, she's a zombie, so she's eating brains. That's what nourishes her. She's all about nourishing. All right, what's the external influence here? Ooh. Ooh. The King of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius could be dealing with a fellow air sign here. Well, listen, this person kind of gets into dictatorship mode. They let their ego run their way because honestly, this is a person here who is just very logic. Like they're very, very logical. But they also can be very arrogant because they're closed-minded. And I will tell you this. There's just something going on about a misalignment with this connection right now. And you look a little bit hot and bothered here. But I will say this much. I will say this much for you. This individual puts a lot of value in their accomplishments, what they've done. But you're eating the brains. You're not a very logical individual, which is interesting because you're Gemini. Okay. And Gemini, they're very talkative and, you know, they're all in their head typically. But right now it's like, screw logic. I'm going to eat the brains. Oh my God. The Knight of Cups. You know, as arrogant as this individual is, what they have to offer you can sometimes, I think, okay, first of all, this person here is all talk. They're all talk. They feed you their words. This is what they're feeding you, the brains, and you eat it all up. You eat it all up. You love it. Okay. The thing is, it's a wave. It's a wave of emotions. So this individual comes in waves. And my theory is that the King of Swords used to be the King of Cups, but there's something about the emotional wave of this individual this week. This could be a deep, dark confession. This could be somebody word vomiting, but also egotistically being very, very upset because they're used to controlling a situation. Okay. But it's you still being compassionate, intuitive, and honestly, what they have to offer you, you still eat up. How you're responding? Oh, look at that. Brains and heart. Oh, you mean you're not a complete dick? um Libra energy here. The challenge here for you is I this person is going to reveal a lot to you in their emotions that I feel you felt was hidden before. But there's also a balance that is needed because it's a head over heart decision. And right now, the head is winning. It really is. But you are eating something up to lighten the load. Lighten the load. Okay. So it's up to you to look at the alignment and the cause of this too. What's the real opportunity for you? Strength. Ugh. Resilience. Okay. Resilience. There's the brain again. Courage. Leo energy. Bigger meaning. There's that King of Wands. I knew he was going to come out again. He's not reversed. Have the courage to allow an individual to express, but also take responsible and accountable actions to fix the cause. It's not a lost cause. It's allowing someone here their creativity, their desires here, and confidence of like, let me do this. But this does not mean collective. This is on your time, Gemini. All right. It's not on your time. So you got to let the expectations of that go. And I know a lot of people are going to drop right now. That person. No, it just doesn't work. It takes two. It takes two. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. The King of Wands is here twice. It takes two. Right? So this is collaboration, but it's also stating to you that this individual, whether it feels like family, feels like home, whether it is your expectations or fantasy of having this dream person or having this person in your life, or maybe it is already this person's in your life because they're family, right? It could be a family member, but it's accepting a situation for where they are on the journey. And it's going to be up to you if you choose to be on the path with them or not. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to hold your expectations. But you do absolutely have a tendency to eat this person's words for what they are at, which is not necessarily always good for you. Okay. You're a zombie. Okay. So that's meaning like find your own security in your own worth. This person is not supposed to complete you. Jerry Maguire keeps coming up. This is something here where you need to complete yourself. The message here for you, Gemini, you're brilliant. You're brilliant at distracting disguise as curiosity, but constant input crowds your intuition. That means you need to begin in believing yourself, not looking for external validations from others. You also need to begin to stop explaining yourself long enough to feel what you actually believe. That's what I got here for you, Gemini. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you want more messages like this, you can check out Harmonia Friends Club. We're going to move on to Cancer. And don't forget, if you're replaying Swipe to hype. Keep forgetting that one. Don't forget. We have Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and we have the bonus collective. Once we hit Virgo, the bonus collective goal is done. I'm not accepting anything in that sense. We're not going for it. It is what it is. So you might want to warn people because I can't take the goal thing off the star if we hit Virgo. You're welcome, Brenda. Hey, Elizabeth, welcome. Yes, we are running out of time. We have Cancer, Leo, and once we hit Virgo, the unlock bonus is officially, the goal is done. So we need 5 donations to unlock it. And if not, it is what it is. We have 1 collective bonus. There will be faded dice readings this week. I haven't posted the schedule yet. We're definitely having an All Signs Love on Friday. That always continues. And don't forget, if you're in Harmonia Friends Club, we have the mid-month check-ins. The All Signs mid-month check-ins on the 15th gets dropped for you guys. Yep, and that's my membership site. I almost said shite. Not shit. All right. Cancer. Who's got Cancer in their chart? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Here we go, Cancer. Let's see how your week is ahead. Spirit, what is going on for Cancer? How is Cancer feeling going into this week? Here we go. Ooh. Pisces energy here. The moon reverse. This is fear. This is scared. Sleepless nights. What's this about? What's keeping you up at night? Seven of Swords here, reversed. Who did you kick out of your life? Who did you kick out of your life, or who kicked you out of their life? There is fear of actions. There is fear of actions here. Yeah, look at that raven. Actually, I think it's a crow. It's by the tail. But regardless of what it is, it's a key. Something is being unlocked this week here for you. Let's see what the integration of this is. Secrets are coming out. Oh. Oh. Something about your past is coming back this week, and it is knocking on your door. Okay. This is you sitting at home. Hey, enjoy myself. What is this? Whatever this repercussion was, whether this is someone here who kicked you out or kicked you to the curb, or you kicked an individual out because you caught them lying or you caught them cheating, whatever this energy is, there's also a lot of fears, because I keep hearing my worst fear just came to life. I manifested this. It's like, oh my God, what is going on here? But remember, even these fears sometimes come in here because they're ready. You're ready. How are you responding to this fear? Well, it's going to wake you up. It's going to wake you up. This is you being disturbed the moment of finding, I feel this I think it's something here that you thought you made peace with, and it's coming back up, and it's like, obviously I haven't made peace with this because it's still here. I still have that fear. I have that fear of what this person exposes of me. I have the fear here of this person coming back. I'm fearing this. I'm a target, and you are a target this week. Whether you like it or not, you are a target. Let's see what the bigger opportunity is for you this week, though, with this target. Four Wands. This is about an opportunity here to protect what is yours. Okay. Really look at your boundaries when it comes to your wins and celebrations, because whatever this safety is, whatever this foundation is, the community, the friends, there's something here about togetherness, a bubble. I almost feel like this Cancer has a bubble that is about to be boom. But you're being asked here to protect what is yours because somebody here feels you owe them. Owe them an explanation, owe them money, owe them. The bigger meaning of this? Look at that. The Queen of Hazards is reversed. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be dealing with an earth sign, Cancer. This is a person here who feels you owe them. You know, it's like they're missing hands. So they're like, well, you deserve to be my hands. You owe me. All right. This is a person here who plays victim. This is a person here who lies. This is a person here who will get others involved to tell their story. I mean, I wish I could make this pretty for you, but the cards are saying what they are. You are about to get disturbed by an individual here who is very upset with what you got right now. And it's maybe because you're unbothered, maybe that, but they feel it's unfair, it's unjust. The challenge here is a balance. And I would say if this is legalities, it's time to get a mediator involved. It's almost like if you borrowed something, it's like they expect full payment. Advice here. Look at this, Magician energy. Something you signed. Something you took accountability on. Look at this. You got the Page of Wands. Here's the thing. I really feel, and you got 2 pages here because your breakthrough here is observation. There's something here that you manifest that's in the books, but you cannot dismiss this individual or the situation. It's to either pay a balance, pay up, or show something or show up on how the proper boundaries are in. But it has to be in contract. It has to be in writing here for you. So there's something here where you're asked to reevaluate the contract or reevaluate what's in writing because this person is knocking on your door this week. All right. So Cancer, your message from Auntie is you protect through caretaking, but love doesn't have to mean over functioning this week. It comes when you stop predicting everyone else's storms and trust they'll find their own umbrellas. Be prepared, Cancer, to watch your back this week. Something from your past is coming back up. All right. Sending you guys so much love. Good luck with that. If this resonates, go ahead and hit like, comment below. And we're going to move on to Leo. Leo is up next. We have Leo. Yes, we have till Virgo to get to the goal. And if we're not there, we're not there. It is what it is. We have Leo and Virgo up. Are you trying to predict the 6 of Swords card on a boat? Is that what you're doing, Baba? That's a pretty fun card. I do like that. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Spirit, what is going on for Leo? What is their week ahead? How are they feeling? Here we go. Oh, I wanted to take this one. Oh, Leo, this is your card. What are you dodging? This is clarity. This is being present. This is vitality. This is happiness. Something here is making you happy this week. External influences of this happiness. Happy, happy, joy, joy. 4 of Hazards. You save for a rainy day. You save something for a rainy day. You know, there's something about you being prepared for this week. I don't know what it is, but this is you going, "Oh, I'm happy I cut back on that. Oh, I'm happy that I had some reserves. I saw this coming." This is where Leo's like, I saw it coming, and I'm so glad that I had saved up for this. That's your external influence, the integration of this. Page of Swords. I saw it coming. I saw it coming. Transformation, transformation, transformation. You got the page here twice. Your breakthrough here is that you're prepared. And you don't just have a sword, you have a freaking hatchet in your hand, right? You know how to protect yourself, but it doesn't necessarily mean you can't be, I mean, a page doesn't necessarily know everything, you know, how to swing it. So this might be for a Leo who has a tendency to have bad boundaries, you know? So it's like, never really had proper boundaries before. I've always been the individual who finally gives in. It feels like it gives in energy, but you've changed. You're ready for this. Look, it's like countdown. How you responding? Hey, Trudy, welcome. Ace of Hazards, reverse. Okay, something's being raised from the dead. Something here wants more than you can give, but you've been saving for this. And there's a boundary here with the situation. Whether this is a job, a relationship, whatever's being raised from the dead here this week, how you're responding here is, I'm prepared for this. I'm above this. I can look at it for what it is. It's not looking that great of an opportunity to fix it, and you're not meant to. 4 hazards here with the Ace of Hazards reverse is the 3 of Hazards, which is a 3 of Pentacles. Don't forget your number was a 3. What's a real opportunity for you this week? Oh my God. 3. What did I tell you? You're no longer somebody's fetch boy or gal. All right. This is you going, I'm prepared for this. I'm letting you take charge. I'm letting for you to step up. Let's make things balanced. I'm watching you. So this is definitely a Leo who is, whoo. The bigger meaning, Knight of Hazards reversed. You're not chained to this. This is instability. It's something here where you're prepared for a foundation, but the present energy here is, it's not slow moving anymore. I'm not chained to this. If it's not for me, it's not for me. You know, but I also feel these are all pentacles. So whatever is being awoken or remove or an opportunity to fix, it's like, I can only fix so much. So there has to be equality. So that's what you're embracing this week, is equality. Advice for you, Leo. 9 of Wands. Have your boundaries, proper boundaries. Yeah. Is it going to feel uncomfortable? No. I mean, it's not going to feel great, but I mean, the 9 of Wands is someone here who has proper boundaries. Yeah. Work on what you need to focus on. Stay in your lane this week. Okay. There's a reason why this boundary is here. You can only do so much. And there's some wounds here that you are working on or healing from. Okay. Especially if this is financial wounds. It's not over giving, especially into a relationship where people are used to you always fixing it. Leo, Auntie says you're a magnet, but not every glow has to be turned outward. Sometimes confidence means letting the curtain close for a bit. I feel like that's really the boundary. This is for you to stop performing with strength and allowing yourself to simply be loved. Period. That's what I got here for you, Leo. If this resonated, go ahead, hit like, comment below. Don't forget, if you are watching the replay on YouTube, to swipe and hype. I appreciate it. We're going to move on to Virgo. Virgo is up. We are on our final zodiac sign, but not our final reading. We still have a bonus collective read to do as well. The unlock bonus is now continued to stay locked. We will not be unlocking that once we hit here. Virgo is the last sign, and it is that time. Thank you for reminding me. I already forgot. The bonus train now begins. For those of you who are new to the bonus train, this is a time where the channel typically drops because everybody's like, the signs are done, but we're not done. We still are rolling the dice here for the collective bonus. So your sign may come back up again for another chance of a reading. So if you want another chance of a reading, this would be the time to make sure you comment bonus. And you can do it more than once. You could do it twice, 3 times, 4 times. I don't care, as long as you want to, but you put the energy of that in. This is also time to make sure you are checking the channel that you like, because, you know, I've been on here for almost a little over an hour, but it helps the channel be seen and grown if you like the video. And if you want more notifications of when I'm live, make sure you're subscribed and that you tap that bell twice so that you can get the notifications. Bonus, bonus, bonus. Everybody's getting their energy in that bonus reading. All right. We will go a little bit longer on the bonus as well, since we only have one bonus. All right. Who's got Virgo in their chart? We're going to move on to Virgo for this week. Virgo is up. Yeah, my ring is like flying off my finger. Beer, what is going on for Virgo this week? What does Virgo need to know? How are they currently feeling going into this week? Well, the Magician reverse. So there's some mine. Okay. This Virgo's like mine. The mad scientist that you are. Be grounded in what you are trying to manifest here. Okay. This is the Magician card, but this is the Earth magic. There's something here that you're trying to materialize. And this week, it's coming up really, really heavily. They're showing me Gollum. And for those of you who know who Gollum is, it's my precious. It's the one who, you know, is going after Smeagol, who's going after the ring. There's something that you truly want and desire, and it's coming strongly out this week for you, Virgo. Closed-minded. Remember, we got that devil energy. Mine. External influence of this. Ooh. Sagittarius energy. Here's the thing. Someone may look like they have one up on you. Someone may have drank the Kool-Aid. But it is going to turn around. It is going to, it's someone here is angry, irritable. It's externally out here that you can't control. Jealous. But it's also making you feel like you can't have something. What is the integration of this? Wheel of Fortune. The target. A chance. You have an opportunity this week. It's coming around again. It's coming back around again. Now, this could be another individual. This could be an ex coming back. This could be that passion coming back. And it's like, oh, this is it this time. We're going to clear it. We're going to be together. Or, oh, this is it. This is going to be the opportunity that I wanted. I'm ready for it. I'm going to take it. It's mine. But it's the energy of toxicity. It's almost like if I don't get it this time, I'll never have it. So there's still this energy here of needing it, not just wanting it, needing it. Your response this week. The Empress reverse. You don't need this though. Don't lose your, be wary. You can change this energy, but right now, I mean, stop it. This person no good for you. I don't care how good looking they are or what this desire thing is, but you're going to be tempted this week by an individual that, or an opportunity that, yeah, may have you overspending, may have you putting time and effort into it, but convincing you that this is it. This is the time. This is going to be it. We're either, I don't know, but what's the real opportunity this week? What's the real opportunity? You have the ability to stop this. The real opportunity here is to look at the heartache, the loss. There's a really big scar here for this Virgo, heartbroken, fed off. And I think that you were fed a lot of things that were not real. And the reality of the situation is it's a loss, and it's a karmic cycle here for you. Bigger meaning of this Wheel of Fortune coming around this week for you. The Sun. You're whole. You're complete. You're above this. You don't need to be rescued. You don't need to be saved. This is you saving you. All right. There is a capacity here to be above this. There is a capacity here to take a shot on you. And as heartbreaking as it is, as it's feeding the desire now, it's only a temporary fix. Because I feel like if somebody is coming back in here to schmooze you, it's not going to be forever. It's just to take what they need from you because they're used to it. But this is a week here where you have the ability to say no to this. You do. And it may hurt a little bit because, it's going to really entice you. But in the long run, you're going to be happy if you move out of this. You're going to be happy that you didn't give it a shot or take the shot. The shot. It's up to you. What advice? I get it. You feel lost without it. You miss them, or you miss the situation. There's shame and guilt, but there's a real opportunity here that you're not facing. And the opportunity here is partnership, duality, togetherness, and your stability long term. And if this is something here where you fall into this week, you could literally open the doorway to long-term loss as well. So you have the ability here to flip the script. I'm always going to give the power back to you because it's what it is. Virgo, Auntie says, you notice every detail and every flaw, which makes it hard to rest. Ease isn't about ignoring what's wrong. It's about remembering you don't have to fix it all alone. Progress doesn't vanish just because you pause. You have the ability here to look above this, Virgo. All right, Virgo, that's what we have for you this week. Hope this resonated. Go ahead and hit like, comment below. You guys have a good week. Don't forget to check out Harmonia Friends Club. And we're going to move on to the collective bonus. Did you all put bonus in yet? If you haven't, there's still time. There's still time to put your energy into the collective bonus that is about to begin. Because it's bonus time. I'm going to shuffle and then we're going to get into this. And I'm going to switch this up. Yep. Reminder for those of you who are new to the channel, we will have Faded Dice collective readings, just like this bonus collective, through the week. I'm not sure which days I'm going to go live, so make sure you guys have your notifications set to all on YouTube and on Facebook, because I don't know when it's going to be, but I have these Faded Dice stories out throughout the week. And then we will also have an all signs, I didn't post it on here, we'll have an all signs love reading on Friday, so make sure you set it. It's already set and upcoming, so make sure you set your notifications on there. We also have a really cool contest going on at Harmonia Friends Club. There are still tickets available. All you're expected if you win is shipping and handling. But this is the Astro Guide box. It's kind of a mystery box, but you get a sneak peek of some of the items in there. But I really take my time to really come up with some cool themes for you. So this is really for individuals who are beginners. So if you want a chance to get a ticket, all you got to do is join Harmonia Friends Club. Go check out the Astro Guided box where you can look at it and just grab a ticket, because there's only a few left. And then the winner will be announced at the end of the month. But this is cool. I have a guided astrology workbook that helps you kind of go through your chart, so you get to learn your chart and how it affects your everyday life. There's some cool astrology dice here, and I love that little box, because that box, it's small, but you can keep a pendulum in there as well. And there's a pendulum board here with the zodiac signs. So those are always really nice. And there's also a guided oracle deck. It's not really oracle. I want to say it's to learn the astrology signs and planets, but you can use it as an oracle deck. So it's a really cool deck, and it's something that you can check out over at Harmonia Friends Club. All right, we're going to move on here to the bonus. Bonus is now up. Hello, welcome back, Manette. Okay, Star, are you ready? I also clean these dice. they're probably still fingerprinted again, but I have cleaned these. So do an extra shine again. Okay, here we go. Let's roll the dice and see what we got here. We have Leo. The lions are here. So if you have Leo in your chart, Leos are the heart. We have Pisces. The water sign Pisces is here. All right. What else? Let me just do these one at a time. These are big, so I got to do them slowly here. We have Sagittarius. More fire here are explorers. So if you have Saggy in your chart. We have Taurus. The bulls are here. Right. We have Aquarius. More air element here. Visionaries. And one more roll. We have Cancer. Cancer is here. A little crabbies. So those are the signs that came up. If they are in your chart or in the chart of another, or just the energy of that sign, this reading may be for you. Thank you, Star. So we have Leo, Pisces, Sagittarius, Taurus, Aquarius, and Cancer signs up. This reading will be a little bit longer because we only got one collective, and that's cool. Feelings going into this week here, collective. Queen of Wands here, reversed. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Irritable, angry, annoyed, fed up, tired. Overworked, underpaid. Had enough. It's like temperamental is just feeling annoyed. Okay. External influences here. Oh, 7 of Swords here. Reverse, the shit coming out. All of the crap coming out. The delays, the lies, the deceit. This makes you upset, disgusted, annoyed, because this is a scenario where you feel betrayed. You can't unsee whatever happens this week. The challenge here is justice. The integration. Oh, slave, a dog, used, abused. The two of hazards here is alignment, realigning, working together, having the ability here to be adjusted. But look at this card. It doesn't look like it's fair, does it? It looks like my collective here is slaving away to something that feels pretty darn unfair. Let's look into it a little bit deeper. Why is this Queen of Wands feeling like this? Oh, the devil. Toxic, no good for you, but yet you smoked it. Okay, you got involved in it. Okay, whatever this is, it's like, I knew that wasn't good for me, but I trusted it anyway, or I took it anyway. External influences here. 7 of Wands. Not my problem. I gave you the warning label. I told you I was cancerous. Like, I don't know. I feel like someone here is saying to you, collective, like, it's your fault. You got involved in this. You took this on. It's your responsibility that you didn't read the fine print on what I had to offer you. So there, it's defensiveness energy, but it's also like, holy crap. That's what you signed up for. I don't know why you're so unhappy about it. Nine of Hazards. This is a card here of independence, security. I feel like you put yourself in a situation where you knew someone took advantage of you. You did. I don't know who this person is, but they took advantage of you, right? Maybe you were enticed. Maybe you were influenced by a story. How are you responding to this? Oh my God. Like, I don't have to give anymore. This is for my collective taking back their power, but also going, I feel breadcrumbed. I feel used. I feel taken advantage of. I feel like I'm just a money bag to this person. If it's not a money bag, it's like, just like you got overused for work. Could be that too. It's unfair. This enticement wasn't worth all of this. And then they kick me to the curb. What's the real opportunity for you this week? I think the real opportunity here is to really utilize that anger in a good way. Look at this, the 8 of Hazards. Listen, don't lose your lid. I know it's going to be hard this week. Okay. Your breakthrough here is observation. Let this person create their own mess, whatever, have a tantrum, be defensive. Don't let it affect. Don't let it affect, because this is just to distract you. It's noise. It's total noise. The bigger meaning here, the 8 of Hazards here to this 6 of Hazards. God, this comes back to, God, Louise, so much Pentacles, instability. It's coming back to the 2 of Pentacles. It's coming back to bite you in the ass this week. You don't have to do not let this person take away your cool, your chi, your center. Okay. It's giving you, it's this whole blow up and blowing smoke and the fine print that you didn't read or you're taking accountability on is for you to pause to gain a perception here. And yeah, it feels like you're hung up, and some of you are going to be hung up. It's not just 1 week. Okay. I always see a 4 here, but this is someone here who's trying to blame, name, responsibility, not my problem, your problem. But it's really hard to do that when it's like you trying to defend your life, you know? It's like, I'm just trying to live here. Like, what the hell? Your advice here, collective. I think it's just to face this fear, to get another perception out of it. King of Cups. That's your compassion. That's your love. We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The King of Cups is reserves. I mean, because this is someone here who's angry, but you're being asked here not to swallow your pride or swallow your emotions, not to let your emotions override. This is you playing your cool, playing the cool to the fears, to the anxieties. Okay, I'm not going to let this take over. But it doesn't mean you can't utilize what would happen. I need to ask Spirit, what would happen with this anger if they utilize it in actions to take accountability on their portion? What would happen? Look at this. You be facing the devil. You be literally facing the devil head on, the contract head on. It's not a bad thing. It really isn't a bad thing. I mean, you have the devil here twice. It's meant to be cleared this week in a sense of to gain a new perception. All right. To see both sides of a story. What Auntie says for you, and this one's going to be more astrology based because, you know, the collective, we never know with the signs and stuff. So I asked her to pull in some astrology for this week. The collective theme this week is the swing, the rhythm before effort and ease, which we discussed. And this energy asks us to stop fighting the motion of change and start moving with it in a flow. Transformation doesn't have to be dramatic. Sometimes it's just one breath, one small surrender at a time. This is where we learn that release isn't giving up. It's trusting the natural rhythm of things to be rebalanced. And we are in the natural rhythm here of being rebalanced. This is how the cards are going here for you. So collective, yeah, there's a lot going on, but it's also to gain a new perception of here to face some fears. All right, guys, that's what we have for the readings here today. Thank you so much to my moderators who popped on, especially to Star, who helped me out with the bonus collective. I appreciate you guys so much for being here. And I will see you later in the week for the Faded Dice. So just make sure you're subscribed to the channel so that you guys see that. And you guys have a good rest of the Sunday. All right. See you guys later. Take care.